The last thing I want to show you guys how to do is how to actually show that you're making individual members of your truss. So once again, we're going to create a new sheet. So if you didn't know how to do this, we're going to open up the Sheets command on the side here, the Sheets bar. And we're going to create one more new sheet. Now this creates this sheet right here. And now I want to go in and I want to insert views. Now the problem is I don't want to do the part studio. I want to go back to insert. And I want to be able to insert each one of my parts individually. So I want to insert this one to start with. So I'm going to insert this part, but I'm going to do it as a slightly larger scale. So let's do it as a 1:6. So I'm going to insert this part first, followed by my angular part. Nope, sorry. Followed by my other parts that's going to be required to make this thing. So I'm also going to insert my other parts. So I'm going to go to insert. I'm going to insert part 2 and part 3 and part 4. So part 2, which is going to be one of my angled pieces, like this. And then I'm going to insert my other parts. So I want to insert part 3. My other angled piece, and essentially I'm inserting all the views of my part that have been blown up. So essentially I'm showing my truss as it's all been blown apart. Okay. And I want to move these around a little bit too, so we can see here that I have individual pieces. Because now what I can do is after I've inserted all my views, so that's actually going to go there. And then this little guy is actually going to go over here. And I can move this one. I can move this one back down. And the only thing I have left to do now is insert my last one, which is going to go right here. Now what I can do, now that I've inserted every single one of my parts, individual parts, I'm going to separate them out just a little bit, because now I'm going to be able to show you guys how you're actually going to detail these things to create them, so that way you'll know how to cut them out of cardboard. Because what I don't want you doing is I don't want you just taking a sheet of cardboard and cutting all the middles out. No, I want you to actually create each individual piece, because after we're going to build these things, we're going to use gussets to hold everything together. And what this does, this allows us to actually show the dimensions of each and every piece. So that way, you don't have to go in on Jamboard and try to figure out how to make each piece individually sized. You can do it this way, and this actually shows you how long each piece will need to be in order to actually make your truss. So this replaces your paper layout. This shows you guys how to actually figure out the exact size of each piece to make it so that way you can put your truss all together out of cardboard to make it function like the way you want it to. Now remember that each one of these pieces is going to still be 3 pieces thick. So it's going to have a triple layer piece of cardboard on each one of these pieces. So the whole truss will actually be 3/8 of an inch thick when it's all done. But this is what your page 3 should look like. So page 1, or sheet 1, is going to be our drawing. Come on. There we go. Sheet 2. We'll show our forces. Sheet 3 will show our individual pieces. All right, that's it. That's all, everything you need to turn in.